Hey guys, this is Julie. I'm with Trading Strategies. I'm going to talk to you today about funding that I'm going to be looking for to get some of the new JATS algorithms funded with. I'm going to be using Earn2Trade. I want to talk to you about that. I'm going to be using the Trader Career Path to fund the algo, and going to be journaling the progression of that, so you might be sure to keep your eye out for my future posts as I go along and talk about, how it's doing. And maybe, each one that we develop, we've got several already in the pipeline, and then we'll be starting out soon with some others. As we get these funded, we'll start a new one. So we're using the NinjaTrader platform. Highly recommend it for futures trading. And it has allowed me to get the support and indicators that I need to develop the logic that I've created. Recommend it to you too. And I'm using kinetic and rhythmic data. They both are excellent data, no problems whatsoever. You can go into NinjaTrader even on the weekends and download data and run market replays of real-time live streams of the prior, sessions. And I do that a lot when I'm testing. So something to consider, the NinjaTrader platform. Also, Shark Indicators, can't say enough good things about their products. I have been using them for 5 or 7 years now. Highly recommend them, Bloodhound and Blackbird, and very happy to become a recent affiliate of Earn2Trade. Again, like I said, to provide the trading for the algos that I'll be developing. So really excited about that. If you would like to get more information about Earn2Trade's career path or the gauntlet, just go to my website, click the link, and it'll take you over to their website. So I'm going to show you that main website here, and then we'll go deep dive into what the career path is and the gauntlet mini. Cute little guy here. So it is a easy 15-day path for completion, and I think profit targets that are pretty obtainable in the current volatility environment. So we'll discuss the specifics of these products. We'll start with I'd actually start with the trader career path. Put that back over here. So this is the one that I'm going to be joining for my first algo, and I'll tell you why I chose that versus with a static gauntlet. Um, there's also a special offer, so check their website. They often have special offers, and you can um, get this Trader's Career Path on sale right now, 50% off if you're interested, and getting funding for your algo. So the way that the funding trading partners work is you have a challenge, follow their rules, and then you can receive a funding offer, and then you would, you know, receive, be able to hit your profit targets and take your capital out of your account once a week. On the paydays are on Tuesday, so have your pay request in by the end of the week, and you get paid on Tuesday, the next Tuesday. And they can do that by bank wire. Um, so you can talk to them about the specific methods for you to receive your funding. But we'll go through these individual parameters. I liked the Trader's Career Path because you get to start with either a 25,000 or a $50,000 account. I'm going to start on the 50,000 account. That would allow me to get up to the maximum amount of capital that's going to be provided per account. You are allowed 3 accounts. So you are not allowed to have a mirror um, account, copy accounts. So those are not allowed. But you can have three accounts. So I can have three algos with them at one time. I think that's quite a lot of capital. So 12, 1.2 million of capital to run algos, I think that's pretty sufficient. So your evaluation, again, you reach your profit target, and we'll talk about the rules, and then you will be advanced to the next level. And we'll talk about that changeover, going from either staying in a live simulated account versus a junior live account and starting as a prop trader, a professional trader at that moment, and what that means. And then once you hit this profit target, you can go to the 100,000 account. And once you hit this profit target, you can go to the 200,000 account. So we'll look at those amounts in just a second. The 25,000 account is for a junior account and would get you up to 200,000 in capital. Again, three times you can have three accounts, so that's nothing to sneeze at, right? And in fact, if you just wanted a small algo, just running a couple of contracts, that may be plenty for you just to get started with one. So a little bit easier path to get to, you know, starting with 25,000 if you liked a smaller profit target, which you also get a smaller drawdown and stop loss. So you have to take all things into consideration, right? So go to their website, look at all of their requirements. Um, the capital is 25,000 or 50,000, and your profit goal for a 25,000 account is 1,750, and your profit target for the 50,000 account is 3,000. So, like I said, your end of day drawdown, the amount which your current trading account balance is allowed to go below your highest trading account balance, is also considered open equity. So this is a very important daily level that you have to understand that you've got attached to the account. So you've got $2,000 in open equity of end of day drawdown. So never let the account go below 2,000 from the highest profit target of the account overall balance, right? So keep that in mind, and we'll talk about these rules in just a little bit also. There's a daily loss limit. We'll go into greater detail on these in a few other locations. So you have to make sure that you don't blow through your daily loss limit, and keep it below your end of day drawdown. And you will follow a progression ladder, meaning that you are only allowed to trade a specific number of contracts per account size. So once you reach some milestones of locking in some profits, you're allowed to graduate and increase a contract trade. And we'll talk about, there is a free reset when you're a rebuild. So if something happens and you were to break a rule and need to reset the account, there's a reset provided to you in the Trader Career Path evaluation, and that would be available once a month once your subscription is renewed. So that's a nice feature. You trade at least 15 days during their approved times, which we'll look at. Follow their progression ladder. Again, like I said, we'll look at don't dip below the daily loss, and don't below the minimum account balance. So, and there's a maintain consistency rule that we'll talk about. So, pretty standard. The Gauntlet Mini, again, it's a static account size, so you've got four account levels, and you cannot increase the number of contracts once you hit your profit target. You can't go beyond that. So your maximum amount at any time would be 15. So, or 12 or 6 for that type of program. Approved times, progression ladder, daily loss, end of day drawdown, pretty consistent things. Helios is a one of the funding partners. I think Earn2Trade works with several funding partners. So there is a help guide from Earn2Trade, and you can read about all of the rules, general questions, funding, billing, education, and some of the other agreements and disclaimers that you need to be aware of. They have a really good support staff. I mean, I can tell you that everything is accessible. It's easy to open and close a gauntlet. If you know, it is the support staff is easy to work with. I think you'll be happy to find things. It's very transparent. It's not hidden. Like I said, they pay you once a week. What could be desired, right? So, here is the difference between the Gauntlet Mini and the Trader Career Path. Monthly subscription, the live sim or the live account is a difference when you make that decision going from your tranches. So, getting a funded account, you can stay in a live sim mode, which is the same thing really as having a prop account, except for without the prop fees. You're going to have to start paying the exchange fee once you go prop. And when you first get the account started, you're going to be starting right with a very not much cushion in your account. You probably want to have a chance to build up some margin. So you have the option of staying in a live sim mode and not signing up right away and incurring those exchange fees, especially if you're trading more than one exchange, like crude or gold. And the E-mini have three different exchanges, right? It can add up. So it gives you a little bit of time to put some padding in the account before you make the transition over. And otherwise, that they are the same. The trader career path rules are very similar. 15 days, don't dip below the daily loss limit. We'll look at that. The progression ladder, we'll look at that. End of day drawdown, we'll look at that. And the approved times and maintain consistency. So the rules are pretty easy and quick to take a look at, and that's what we'll look at right now. We just talked about the 25 and 50 difference between the 25K and 50 account for the trader career path. The 25 account can only go to a maximum of 200,000, and the 50 can receive the 400,000 full funded trading agreement through the scaling plan. So that is one of the biggest differences right there. And you do get that free reset with this account once a month. So the daily loss is calculated based on the profit and loss, both open and closed trades. So make sure that if you are above or below that daily loss limit in a live situation, you could have you break that rule and violate your account. So don't let that happen. You can find the profit and loss column in the RTrader Pro dashboard to see where that daily loss limit is, to see how close you are to it, and make sure that you stay clear of that. Don't go below that amount without being in violation of the account. The progression ladder, this is something that you may want to take a look at for going through the trader career path. So basically, you have a profit goal, um, and once you reach that profit goal, then you go to the next level. So you would go from a live go to the 2000, and then either get another 2,000 and then you go up. You have a scaled profit goal up to 4,500. Once you reach 4,500, then you can go to the next level and get more contracts. They put you in the next level, and again, if you hit 4,500, they will increase your contracts again into the 400,000 account. And that's up to 30 contracts. I mean, you can do some pretty serious damage with an algo under the right conditions with 30 contracts in the E-mini, right? So that's one of the basic, great reasons to be looking hard at this plan. It's a pretty good plan. So these account balances that you want to make sure that you stay within these guidelines, like I say, are calculated both open and closed equity. Always know how much equity margin you have and make sure that's your account that you're really trading with. So make sure that you understand where you are in that and have a strategy that can maximize, the alpha and minimize the drawdowns. Basically, you don't want to be holding, swings all the way back to this to support when it's going to be reducing your equity, open equity, especially if you have multiple contracts. So, as long as you can wrap those considerations around in your head, you might be able to figure some strategies out to maximize the momentum and let go of the trade um, once a profit goal has been reached. So the drawdowns again work based on the end of the day balance also. Pegged to the positive account performance and is adjusted at the end of the day. So if you have increased you've done good, you made $1,000 that day, well, your drawdown amount is going to also increase 1,000. So your trailing drawdown has now gone up. So make sure you are aware that that number is going to be static and you have to keep going forward, not backwards. So always make sure that you are aware that your open equity drawdown is rising as you make profits. And the trailing drawdown, um, I again is, I think I maybe said this twice. It's also used on closed and open intraday equity, and it will bring your account balance again up. It raises it accordingly. Once it hits the original starting balance, it stops. So, what if you have a 50,000 account? Once that trailing drawdown reaches that 50,000, it will stop. And then you build your buffer on top of it for your account. So the maintain consistency rule, that's when you first start the uh, career path evaluation or the gauntlet. They want you to be able to not get all trades at one day. So we had a great non-farm payroll. The market went, berserk, blew through, the ranges. Um, they want to make sure that you have a consistent algorithm, and so you can't get all of your profits in one day. So you have to cap your winners to your position size. So for a 50,000 account, that would be $900. Just keep it at 900 or under per session. And that way you'll stay within their maintain consistency rule. If you violate this rule, you don't lose your combine or count, excuse me, your gauntlet. You just have to keep trading until you get the overall portfolio for those sessions within the guideline. So just try to keep it within these daily figures, and you'll be fine because you have 15 days that you have to trade. Okie dokie. So, almost there. Free resets once a month for the trader challenge and close your orders daily before the end of day, and for the cattle before 1 o'clock Central, 105. Again, the agriculture, just make sure it's closed between their maintenance period between 7:45 and 8:30, and then again between 1:20 and 5 p.m. Um, Trade every day except for the holidays and when the exchanges are closed. So after the market opens at 5 o'clock, you or 6 o'clock, excuse me, you can start trading again. And so you can look at their website for their rules. We just talked about those. The mini rules are very similar or the same as the trader challenge rules. Minimum 15 days. Don't dip below the daily loss. Follow the progression ladder. End of day drawdown. Trade approved times. Maintain consistency. Pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, the progression ladder is important. You are able to scale in contracts as you build your account size. So when you have a 100,000 account, you can start out with 3 contracts, and then once you reach a $1,500 profit target, then you can go to 6 contracts, and once you reach um, the 3,000 profit target, you can go to 9 contracts, and once you reach 4,500, you can go to 12 contracts. So you're able to scale up pretty quickly and have access to a lot of capital for those alpha moves. And once you complete your challenge, you will receive the funded account and can start earning your account and growing your account and taking your Tuesday payments. And in the trader challenge, once you reach the profit target, they're going to fund your account and put you in the next size. So be aware of that. You can have 3 accounts at one time, and the trade copiers are forbidden. Can't do that. And one of the nice features of this is you can use the Journaltics platform to journal and make notes of um, charts, um, patterns, and things. It's a pretty good platform, and it also is used by quite a few of the prop firms. So it's a nice little feature to have. So you can contact Earn2Trade to have them get you a license for that. And if you don't want to use the NinjaTrader platform but are interested in getting the funding, um, they also have a platform that you can execute trades on if you don't want to use NinjaTrader called Finmark. So you can talk to Earn2Trade about that. But again, I recommend NinjaTrader. The NinjaTrader ecosystem. You can get the NinjaTrader platform from my website. There are plenty of links to getting it and to find out more information about it, as well as kinetic data. I do recommend adding that as well. You'll be getting a rhythmic feed with your Earn2Trade account, but you may want to consider also adding kinetic for weekend use. I think Rhythmic does not support weekend use, and Kinetic you can have access all the time. All right, well, that'll do it. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, just either come over to my website, click on the link, it'll get you to those pages directly, and you can enroll and get started building your algo into a funded state. And I'll be glad to document and record my progress. so you can follow along with a JATS algo as it goes through the funding process. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.